Hi friends, welcome to all.
So today in this lecture, we will learn about a sequence data types. So in sequence data type, today we will learn about a list. So list is using for a handle multi-structure data. Multi-structure data. Okay. So let's handle multiple structure data, multi-structure data, how multiple structure data we can handle using a list. Okay. So let's learn these methods. So in earlier lectures, we had learned about a text type, numeric, integer float, and Boolean values. So now we are going in this part. Okay. So suppose if you need to declare as a empty list, how we can declare an empty list? So today our agenda is to list. Okay, that is a sequence data type. Sequence data type. Okay, so we are going for learning. Okay, so now suppose if I need to create a empty list, so how can I create an empty list? We have two methods. One method is here. Let's say I'm declaring a var is equal to, I will make a list, and this it is known as a empty. Okay, I will show you. This is if I used a print and var. So it is showing me a rectangular braces. So that is also is identity. It's known as a list here. Okay. So it is empty because there is no data. No data. Okay. Using list function, I used a list. These are the build method. Okay. Build methods. So I use that build method and I made it a empty list. But if I want to create an empty list without this here, I have another way. That is a, let's say, var underscore two, let's say 1 1, let's take it, and is equal to, I can declare as like also, that is the way also. So now if I do it a print, you will find out the same things here. Whatever the result we will get above one, so we will find out the same result here. But you can see how you can say, is it really list or not? Here you can say, okay, we have defined a list, so you can say it is a list. But how can I say, is it really a list? So we have a method, type method. We can check it. Is it really a list or not? Okay, so we can check the type using a type methods, and now you can see it is a list. If I check same for a var, so it is return me the same output. Okay, so and earlier in strings, let's recap, small recapping. I'm putting here some languages. For example, lang, I'm using a declare a string here, and I'm making a like a Python, Java, Ruby, and let's say a Perl. These are the programming language. And earlier lectures we have learned about split functions. I'm using a split function here, and I want to split it to a bit the space here. And let me create a new variables. That is, I will give it a x is equal to. Okay, and let me execute it here now. So I said you will get a print is a list. It will what it will, but it will produce the output. It will produce the output as list format. List format, that is earlier we had discussion. So now you can see these are the values comes here. Okay, the if I want to check the output, is it really a list, I can use a type methods and I can execute it. It show me a list here. Okay, so in earlier lectures, hope you remembered, we learned about a indexing. So we will learn about a list array, list array and or list same things or slicing, or we called as a slicing. So same things we are going to use the same method, left to right and right to left here. So now let's understand here. So if I'm understanding a left to right method, left to right methods, so what we understand here in the cases of a string, same, it is for a zero index. So indexing we are learning here, same things what we had learning earlier, and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, this is a left to right we learned in earlier lectures. Same things is a here, -1, -2, -3, -4. Same rule will apply to access also. Suppose if I want to access like a Java, so I need to use X, and I need to use these rectangular braces. And where is Java? On a line number 1, I need to use it. I will get a value of a Java, and let's say I need a Java and Ruby. So same things we had learned here. What is the number of Java? Java is on a 1 and colon, and will take a formula for n-1. So then we will get the same value. Suppose I need a Ruby, so I need to take a 1 extra, then I will get a Ruby. It means I need, if I give it a 3 here, then I will get a Java and Ruby, because on 3 it will apply the formula n-1. Okay, same things earlier what we have learned, same things will apply here. And now let me use a print X, and I want to print X1 here. So let me execute it here. Now I'm getting a Java here, and let's do with a like 1 colon 3, and you can see Java and Ruby. We got it here. Okay, and if you want to collect the value from a starting, so let's say example, uh, we want to collect Python, Java, and Ruby 3. So how we will can do it here? So we need to use a make a empty, and after that I need to use a, again n-1 will comes in a picture. It means I need a Ruby. So Ruby is the indexing is a 2, right? 0, 1, 2. So I need to take a 3, then it will comes in a pictures. So you can see Python, Java, and Ruby comes in a pictures. Okay, same things we had learned, okay, in earlier, same in a string, and same thing, there is no difference here. And same for a negative as well also. So negative, this is a -1, -2, -3, -4. Let's say I want to print a from Java to Ruby, Java to Ruby. So let's say I need to use a X. So what is the position of a, this is known as a right to left indexing. Okay, indexing. Okay, so here -3 will in a pictures, and let's say I want a up to Perl, right? Then I need to use a colon. So automatically it is a start here. So it will automatically, it will take from a start, from start, from a start. And if I made it a end, same things. If I produce example of a positive here, here, so here let me print a X again here. I'm printing a X here. This is a list our, okay. Now for example, I need a Java, Ruby, and Perl I need. So I will do in the both the methods, left to right and right to left. And if I need if I, this is the method, we will get this result using a right to left. Right to left, I need to use this one here. But if I need to use a left to right, the 0, 1, 2, 3, it means Java to Ruby. So from where is the Ruby? 1, then colon. Then I will get the same result. This is that is a left to right. So here 1 colon, I will get Java, Ruby, Perl, and here -3 again I will get the Java, Ruby, Perl. So let's see the both the methods. Okay, so now let me do it here. X, and the first I'm doing a right to left, it means -3 and colon, and here this is a here right to left indexing. We are using it here, and now you can see Java, Ruby, Perl, same things is comes in a pictures. And now I want to do with a left left to right indexing, right indexing. So here again Java, Ruby, Pearls. So you can see we are able to get both the results. Okay, so it's up to you how you want to follow it here. And let me produce some more result with here. Okay, in a negative way. So again, I'm making it a here -1, -2, -3, -4. Now I want only let's say uh, Java only. Let's say this time I want to Ruby only. If you need a single, then of course we need a X and -2. I will get Ruby only. Okay, and if I need a Python, Java, and Ruby up to Ruby. So in a negative, negative because I'm taking from a start of the line. So I need to use a colon, and I need to use a right side only. So right side up to I need a Ruby. So Ruby is a -2. So I need to take a -1. Then I will comes then -1. Then I will take the value of a Python, Java, and Ruby. One, we need to take one extra, but that apply on the this side only. We have a two-sided of here. We have a two-sided. So here, this side we will apply for a n-1, not this side. This side we are apply for a n only, not for n minus. So here, these are it is a segregation using a colon. So, but here our requirement to take the start of the line. So this is our requirement. So I need to take a -1, then I will get a -2. Okay, this it will apply for here. So now let me execute it here. Oh, sorry, I forget to make a X here. And now let me execute it here. Now Python, Java, and Ruby. So that is the indexing, right to left. Okay, but here what I did, I split it here a Python, Java, Ruby, Perl. It was a string, and I converted into a as a list. But if you want, you can make your list as well. Also, suppose manually, if you want to do it here, let's say Y, and for example, I want to make a list, so I need to use a single quote or double quote. I can use both, can work. And welcome. Let's say I can all. This is the one 0 comes in a picture, so multi-data, and I can say Python is programming language. Python is a high level programming language. So okay, so sorry, here. Okay, so so you can see here we need to segregation with the comma, and I can say a Python is functional language. Python is general purpose programming language. Programming language. Okay, so we have declared, so we can do it manually as well also. So like print now if I do it a y, let me execute it first here, and let me execute it here. Now I'm able to execute it here. Now you can see the print the masses here. But if I want to check the type of a by y, let's check it. Is it list here? And if I want to access the now already we learned the indexing here. This is a 0, this is a 1, and it is a 2 here. Okay, so what I want to do here, I want to access here like a y, and I want to access last line. So I can access like that. And if I want to start off the line, I can make a 0, and I can access. Okay, so like that we can access. But if you want to access all the lines in a one shot, that also possible. So that is possible using a for loop command. So for loop command is using for, and here we need to declare a variable. Let's say I want to declare a variable z, okay, and z in. So this is a y is here, so I will put a y, so here y and colon, and I need to print a z. So I don't need a that is known as iterable. So iterable, okay, it is actually for loop is behavior is a iterable, next, okay. If you want to execute it here, you can see welcome to all. Python is a high level programming language. Python is a general purpose programming language. So that is a for loop behavior, okay. So like that you can access it here. Even same things, if you declare any, for example, string x is equal to, and you put it a, let's say hello, and I will use it a for loop for, and I will use it a like a b. I'm supposing a variable b in x is where is a value, and I want to print a b. So what it will do, indexing, right? So 0, h is a 0, e is a l, e is a 1, 2, 3, and 4 is coming. So how it will print h e l l. So it is printing this line, and again e l l. So it is a string here. So that was the reason it printed here. Okay, now let's learn some list methods here. So here we can append the methods here. Okay, so let's take example of a, we have declared some lang here, languages here. Let me print a lang in a verb in we have declared. Okay, so these are the okay, not a languages. After that we made it a, we made it x. Okay, x here. So let me print a x. Okay, so these wait, is it x or say here okay, x. Okay, no problem. I think okay, so we'll take it again, no problem. Let's take me as a variable. I'm declaring a var, and I'm putting the values here. For example, let me insert these, direct these a here. Okay, now what I want, actually I want to append the list. Actually I want to add more programming languages here. Let's say I want to add a c here. So how can I add it? I need to use a var dot append method, and I need to put the here. So for example, I want c++. Okay, I want to add a here. So now I added here. Now print var. Okay, so now c++ has been added here. Okay, so like that we can add, let me add a one more here, dot append, and I want to add a now c only, and now let me print a var. Okay, so I have added a c also here. But if you think you have a set, you have a set of your programming language, let's say DevOps tool, for example. I want to add a DevOps tool here. For example, I'm declaring a one more list here with the DevOps only. DevOps is equal to, and I'm making a list here. Let's say Ansible. I'm making an Ansible here, and I'm adding a Git, and I'm adding a here a Docker. Okay, so it is a list. So what I want to add this list in a var here. Okay, so this is a DevOps list. Let me print here for a DevOps. So this is a DevOps here, and let me print a variable, and here. So what I want to add this complete list here. So how can I add it here? So earlier I put the direct string here. So if I'm giving this value here, direct string, okay, this is known as string value. Here what I passed it here, actually, that is, you need to understand the format. I passed here string. I can declare as a variable also, but I direct here I added c++ here. Okay, I will show you that example as well also. So let me show you that example also. First let me declare a first string here. I want to put a new value here, so I can pick a new, nv is equal to, and I want to put it a golang. Okay, go. Okay, and go, I have declared a string here, and where I want to do append, and here so nv is a string. Okay, this is a string here, that is we declared as string format. So I want to add it here. Let me add it nv, and now let's check it a print var. Okay, So I added it here. Python, Java, Ruby, Perl, C plus C, Go is came in a pictures. So right now we have a DevOps and I want to add it complete set here, complete list here. So how can I use it here? So append will not work here in the case because it is not a string. So DevOps is not a string. If I check the type of the DevOps, it is a list. Let's check the types of the DevOps. It is a list. So how can I do it? I need to use a expand. Expand is the method. Sorry, extend. Extend is the method, and I need to add it a DevOps here. So directly I'm adding this variable here. Okay, so let me execute it here now, and now let me print where here. So now you can see Ansible, Git, Docker comes in a pictures. But if you think you don't want to do it and you want to directly add it as copy as this one, so it will not work also. Okay, and suppose if you used like directly, you can do it complete, you can use it, but if you will try this like this, then it will not work. Okay, and by mistakenly what you mistake did it, you used the expand instead of and passed a string. So what it will do, it will handle as indexing, because it handle extend, it is handling as a indexing here. When it has taken a value, it understand a 0, it understand a 1, it understand a 2 here. Extend is handling using indexing, using indexing way, using indexing way, indexing way. So it is handling. So by mistakenly, let's say I want put hello. So what it will do? So it will take H different. H is a 0, E is a 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let me show you. So how it treated, it is work on the indexing. So we need to understand that concept here. Let's say by mistakenly, I put a hello here. So I said it is work on the indexing. So how it will work it here? Let me print a print and where, and now you can see HELLO, because it is handling indexing way. That was the reason you will get Ansible Git when you need to pass a list. So list, so then always you need to use a method of extend. Either if you want to pass a string, then always you need to use a method of a append. That is the difference between both the methods. Now let's learn the next methods here. So here, how we can know about the how many methods are available. We can use a dot, and already we know we can check it. Is it where is a string, list, or tuple? So we can use a type is the methods. We can use this method, and we can put a where, and we can know about it is a list. So if I used a dot here, I'm using a tab. So these are the methods available. Already we learned about the append method. Clear is using to empty the list. Okay, empty the list. Suppose if you want to clear any list here. So for example, right now I want to print a DevOps here. So DevOps is a list. So if you want to clear this list, so I want to clear this list using a clear methods, and okay, now I have cleared it here. Okay, now if I try to print the same things, it will return me a empty now. Now what it will do, it will return me empty. Okay, now let's say where dot, and next method is a copy. Copy is same method. Suppose where we have a variable where we have these all the list. If you want to copy these and create a one more copy, okay, so either you can use a double question mark, and it will give you return a shallow or copy of this list here. Okay, so this functionality I need to use it, and it will return me the same list. Okay, so where dot copy, let's say you want to make a DevOps, you can make it, it's a mixing, right? So I can make a SRE is equal to where dot copy, and now you can, if I try to print SRE, and you are able to see all the same, whatever we have seen in the where, the same. So it is a copy method. Okay, same is a copy method, and where dot, let's see the another method, count. Okay, count means it is counting like in a strings or how many types. So let's say we have all are in one time only. But let me see show some example here. I need to put a git here. So what it is returning is a one time. So what I will do, I will where I will use a append method, and I want to add it again git here. Let me add a git here. Okay. Um, I added the git here, and okay, so I don't want to return here. Just I want to check directly using a count method how many times it's giving me. Now it's giving me a two times. That's correct actually. Okay, because if I try to print, you will find out the git is now two times here. Okay, var dot, and all other methods are I extend already we learned. Now index. Suppose I want to print a git here. I don't know how I am able to calculate. It's very difficult to calculate git here. Okay, suppose it's a big far, and I want to know the index number of git. So when we are searching using a index, it will return the first match only, not for the second one. Okay, so it will return me a git here. So now it is a 8-line number. Okay, so this is the last one. It is a return first match only. But if you think I want to get another one, like in earlier examples we have learned, it should be another one also. Let me produce one more example. A var dot append, and I want to append here a I want to append here, for example, I'm appending here now, I'm giving here, and now I have a print where, and but I want to know the indexing of this git. I don't want to know the indexing of the git here. So how can I do it here? Okay, like a indexing, and so uh, which is nearby here. Suppose I need this git here, so we can take anyone here as a nearby here, which is a nearby. Okay, so if git is a two times, we are able to see, and it's not returning. So I need to take an example of which is a nearby, and I can calculate accordingly. For example, I will take it a O here. Okay, let me take a O here. So A is a 14. It means 15 is the index number of a git, and if I need to print a this 15 git, okay, and end of the example as well also. So let's say it is a 14 and it is a 15, and a colon I will take a last here, so automatically it will give me the git and example. So like that, you need to think about the logic. How can I give it here? Okay, and how can you produce the output here? So that is, we need to think like that. And var dot, and now insert is a method to insert the values here. Okay, so this is here. So here is this method is using to index method here. So like that, we can take a help. So index method, suppose let's say this git is a index number of 8, right? 9 index number you want with a your different value. Okay, so let's say I want to insert here. So I need to show in ninth indexing what you want to paste it a like a, let's say Kubernetes, and let me execute it here, and let me print a var. Okay, now you can see Kubernetes comes here. Okay, after git I am able, so with the insert methods we can use it. So here we can choose the index number as well also. Okay, now let's learn the next methods. So pop method is using for remove the files. Okay, so it by default it will start the removing last of the line. Okay, last of the line here by default. Okay, it's removing. So let's say I want to use a pop methods, and I'm executing, so it remove the example. Okay, by default it will take start from a -1. Okay, so I'm printing here, it is came as here, not printed here, git is came in again. If I used a var dot pop method, and again -1 is now git is in comes in a pictures. So if I used it here, git comes here, and okay, again O comes. I tried two times. So two times earlier it deleted git, now it deleted O as well also, because 2 times I executed this row. That was the reason. If I try to print a where, now you can see O has been also deleted, and git, because 2 times I have executed. Okay, so that is the reason. And var dot, and another method is remove is a method. So here remove, we need to give the value. So pop method, what we have learned, it is removing from a last. But let's say you want to remove any value from here. So let's say I want to remove a go from here. Okay, so I need to type a go. Okay, go is a, both are in capital. So Python is a case sensitive, you must make sure. Okay, so let me make a control enter. I executed it here, and now let me print where, and now go gone here. Okay, and let me, okay, now we learned about this method as well also. And let's go with a reverse. Okay, so reverse is the method here. So here you can see we have ascending and descending here. Okay, reverse, so it will make a reverse, like how the reverse the make a sense here. So it will make a reverse all. So if I'm using a reverse, so let me execute it. It came as 80, and let me make as a where here. So let's see the now output. Now it's case as a reverse. So how we have seen a reverse in the string, so same thing is a here as well also. It's make a reverse here. Okay, and let's do a var dot, and after the reverse we have a short method. Okay, so short is like do you want in a ascending order, do you want a descending order? By default it will give a ascending order. Okay, so let me run it here. I run it here. Let me print a where, and now Ansible C++. Okay, so first it is in ascending order, but if you want into a descending order, so you need to use a var dot, and we are using a short. You can use a question mark, and you can make a enter. So reverse is a false, you need to make a reverse is a true. Okay, so by default it is a false, and now make it a true here, true. And now let's see how is it here. Now let me do a print where, now I can see it is a, now it is Ansible C++. Now LLHE, Ruby, Python, Perl. Okay, this is ascending and descending. So like that you can use the method in a list. So when we are using a pop function, what happened if the list is empty? So we can see the here. So what happened? It will now you can see it is giving us, it will raise the index error. Okay, or either it will show index out of range. So these errors you will get once it will, suppose -1 is complete comes into a empty, it will raise these errors. And let's see in the case of a remove also. So what happened if we are in the case of a remove? So let's say if we are in remove, and we will make a double question mark, and it will say, it will also raise a, if the value is not, raise a value error. So here it is not raising index out of range, but it is raising the value is not present, value error. What the value? It is raising this error if that value doesn't exist in the list when it's going to a remove.